Well, good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And just a quick little update here today of what's what and what's going on. Nothing too startling or exciting, as my aunt used to say. So, yeah. What'll I do first here? I guess I might as well turn these around and we'll show you outside here, I guess. So, the wife is scraping there this morning, and all of a sudden the rain kind of started, so she kind of stopped. So it's not raining that hard, so I might have to go in and give her a little going over to get back out and get at it. Anyway, where you see the scraping there, those 6 rows below it was all scraped the other day. So I put a coat of paint on that yesterday. And she's got to go across on the bottom row there where it's scraped under the window and over to the gutter there. That one row's got to be scraped there yet. And then from let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, I guess. And the row just underneath the window, I guess. Down. Once I get a coat on all the scraped shingles, then I'll put another coat on everything from the window down, from the patio left. Rest of the house from the edge of the patio there, where the white pipe is, to the right is all done. 2 coats. So that's where we're at on the house painting. Once that's done, I'll get started on the garage here. I did do a little bit on the garage here. Yesterday I just kind of, the end of painting over there was a little bit of paint left on the brush, so I just kind of brushed it on some of the paint that already had fallen off the shingles here. So the other big news is, oh boy, look at that, the trailer's empty again. So that's the end of that. Wood is complete for this season, for me anyway. But then we have to start at my son's place, so. Anyway, there we are, look at that. Oh, I got the zoom on now. Too bad there wasn't a little light showing that the zoom was on. Anyway, there we go, it's all packed up there. I got my strap around it because you know I'm not that great at stacking, so could fall down, so the strap holds it in place. So that's about what I figured up. What did I figure up? 2 face cords, I think that's what we would call that. It's 0.65 of a cord. That's what that works out to be. It's about 5 feet tall, 11 feet long, and about 1.5 deep. So it's about 2 face cords. Could be a little less, could be a little more. Anyway, that's enough for if I run out inside, then that'll certainly do me for that. So then whatever's left there will go into the garage for next season. So that's that. And what did I do today? Oh, I went to a hardware place and got some 2-inch and some 3-inch screws, I think it was. Wood screws, so I can kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. Carpentry is going to have to open up again for a while, and that'll be the next thing on the agenda, I think. after I finish painting. So I'll try and fix my steps over there a little bit, just to kind of keep things going for a while until everything has to come apart at some point. But anyway, I'm going to try and do a temporary fix, and that's what I don't know what I'm doing carpentry does. Temporary. So there we go. Now, what else we got going on? So in the mix of all this going on with the painting and the wood, fixing the steps, because it's not quite nice a day to be outside. It's not too bad, but I figured I might as well be inside doing something. So we kind of got the stove tore apart and took out. So we're working at that now. So I've got to get that out a little further and then see if I can get the case off of it and see what I am going to do. Seems that you can't buy a stove like that anymore. And if you find used ones, which there are a fair amount of used ones, but they're basically burnt away or cracked like my own is. So, but I did see one. Oh yeah, that was up northern New Brunswick. Yeah, just looked like brand new inside and out. But that's a long way to go to get a stove. I've just kind of been looking and searching to see if there are something new available the same as that. I don't know if they make that anymore now, that company, but if I could find something that's the same as that, that'd be what I'd like to have, because I like the side door, because I can have the door open while I'm sitting over here. And it takes quite a good sized log, I think up to 24 inches maybe in there. Not that I normally have that, but it's nice to have that capability if you wanted to put something in that you all of a sudden got a hold of, something that was 20 to 24 inches. It's kind of nice to have the depth to put the piece of wood in. My stuff is normally 18 to 16 inches. So anyhow, I'm going to try and show you the floozy here. Now, I don't know if I can show you or not, but well, what way do I got to go? Yeah, that way. Okay, I'm going to put the studio light up into the floozy here, and we'll see. You can see what's what. Now, I don't know if I can do this or not. Okay, let's see now. Where are we? It is over here. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, so you can see up through there, the hole at the top. So there's not too much creosote in there. It's really kind of hard to see in the camera there, but it looks the same. What you're seeing here right at the bottom edge where the black starts, that's basically the same way all the way up. The only be maybe, might be 1/8 of an inch on there, maybe. And then over here, let's see if I can show you into this pipe. That's the other pipe. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Just bear with me here for a second. Holy cats. There now. That might be good. Might not be. There. I'm gonna get my draft thing open. There now. Okay, now I gotta get Yeah. There's hardly anything in it, really. Wait, like I say, oops, might be, might be an eighth. Not much there at all. So not too bad for old stove. Full of holes. Anyway, yeah, I'm not too worried about that. That's not going to give any trouble. So I don't even think there's anything down in the cap down there. But I might take it off and look. Anyway, there we go. So that's what we're up to today. Other than that, not too much. So I'm going to keep looking for a stove maybe, and I'm going to go to a couple of places that sell stoves. And I could put that other one that's over at my son's place in here, but I don't want a front opening stove. And it definitely wouldn't take a 24 or 20-inch stick, that stove. I'd only be lucky to get a 17-inch or so in it. It's not very big, that one. All right, so there we go. Quick little update today. What are we today anyway? I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, July 8th. Look at that now. So, and what is it? 19 degrees today, so not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, so anybody that's in the Maritimes in the close vicinity of Prince Edward Island that happens to have one of those stoves for sale that's in reasonable shape, some of them are called Wood Chiefs, and some of them are called Numac, and some of them are called Hivac, but they're all the same stove. Some of the newer ones have a different, another knob down here for something. I don't know what it's for. But anyway, I'm going to get the case off of that eventually here within the next week or so, and we'll see what's what with it. If I can fix it, I will. And if I can't, well, I'm either going to have to do something else, or I'm going to have to use the expensive propane. And I certainly don't want to use that. All right, so there we go. That's an update, I guess, on what's going on here at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. Have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.